here bringing you a wig review from Lori's Lemonade Stand, a wig boutique. Today I'm doing a wig review on Jackson by Noriko in the color Mochaccino-R. Okay, let's talk about Jackson. So, I found another Noriko piece that I love. I really like Jackson a lot. I liked Haley last week and I like Jackson this week, and oh, what can I tell you guys? um, Jackson is a sleek shoulder length piece. She has a really nice feminine look to her. She has these kind of pointed ends, and the way that she hugs your face, I think, just gives it a really nice touch. The density, there's a lot of hair on the sides and the back. However, there is no permatease, and the volume isn't huge. So, when I was first looking at her, if you look kind of like at the ends and the way that they taper off and are kind of thinned out, I was thinking that she probably didn't have a lot of density on the sides. But there is a lot of hair here on the sides. It just doesn't have a lot of volume. And the reason for that is because there's no permatease on the side or on the back of her. So again, there is some permatease right in here that gives it volume. I don't think it's too much permatease. If it was, I wouldn't like it. And I don't feel a lot of permatease right in here either. Mostly it's just right here, which is interesting. Like, I can almost feel where the permatease starts, and it almost starts right at the end of the part here. Jackson is a part of the Naturally Alternative Hair collection. She has a basic cap, so she does not have a lace front, as you can see. However, I did want to point out that all of the Noriko wigs that I have that have a standard cap and don't have this lace front, I still think they look okay. And the reason why is because I think they do a really nice job of putting the hairs here along the front in a way that they kind of sit over the hairline there and kind of hide that hairline, and just, I don't think it's obvious at all that you have a wig, because of the way that they do these bangs, the way that they set them in the cap so that they kind of hang over the hairline and kind of hide it a bit. And it doesn't, doesn't look awful anyway, but I do think that they have figured out a way to kind of hide the hairline on these basic caps by the way that they put these bangs into the cap. So the part, as you can see, show you up close, I think some of the complaints that I have heard about Noriko wigs is that people are not crazy about the part. I think the rooted parts look fine. I could see why some people would say they're kind of thick, but I don't know. I don't think people are going to look at that and say, oh, she has a wig on. I just don't think that the parts look bad at all. I really don't. Now, I've never had a Noriko wig that was not rooted, but I will be doing a review on some on Reese, and I have Reese in 4 colors, and I may have one that's not rooted on that, so we'll take a look at that part. But I really, think the part looks okay. Now, when I got the wig first, before I looked her up and did anything, I thought it was a center parted wig. When I started researching and looking them up, videos and other pictures and everything, on every one I saw, Jackson was parted more so on the left. So I went in and tried to part her more on the left because I, again, thought it was a center part. And when I did that, it didn't lay right. Like before, I didn't have any problems with the bangs hanging in my face. And then when I tried to move those bangs and move that part a little bit, it just didn't lay right. So I do think it might be on this piece. Every piece might be a little different. On this piece, it might be slightly more to the left than in the center, but to me, it really looks like a center part. So just something that I observed. I do think if you go online and look at other reviews, that you'll see that it looks like it's more of a left-sided part. So I'm not sure why that's such a difference. The hair fibers, again, are synthetic. They are not heat friendly, but they last a really nice long time. The cap size is average. It runs a little bit smaller, and it weighs 4.2 ounces. Not a super heavy wig at all. I don't think 4.2 ounces is heavy. Definitely not the lightest wig I ever had, but I don't feel like I have a heavy wig on, and I have some wigs that feel heavier. So I don't think that it feels super hot either. You know, it is getting a little bit cooler, but I've worn her twice now, and I don't remember thinking any time that I've worn her that, geez, this is a hot piece. So again, there is no permatease on the sides or in the back. There might be a little right in here. I don't feel a lot. There is quite a bit right here in the crown, but it's purposely there to give her some volume there at the crown, which is what they're trying to do. So, all right, let's talk about our links next. Okay, guys, let's talk about these links. Jackson's front bangs, or her fringe, is about 6.8 inches. At the crown, it's 9 inches. The nape is 8¼ inches. And I'll show you the other side real quick. So it's a nice good length. I like this length a lot. It's probably my favorite length, this, or maybe just a tad bit shorter. And this one falls, I would say, maybe 1.5 inches below my collarbone. My face is 8 inches long and my neck is 4 inches long. Okay, guys, let's talk about this color, Mochaccino-R. So I've waited a couple of days because I like to go outside when it's sunny, so I can show you what the color looks like outside. But it's still raining, it's still cloudy out, and I need to get this wig review done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go out and let you guys see it, but it is kind of a cloudy day. But it might be brighter than it is right here. So let's go see. Okay, let's talk about this color. So when I first got this Jackson, I wasn't exactly sure what color it was. I'm like, is it a blonde or is it a brunette? So what I believe it is I believe that the base colors are a blend of an ash blonde and a light brown. Get up close so that you can see it. And then it has highlights, golden blonde highlights, and I think it would be light golden blonde highlights, because if you see there's a highlight there, it's pretty light. The root is a dark brown root. So on the shininess, I do feel like in the camera here that the color looks shiny more so than it does in real life. I think the lights are making it look more shiny. I don't think it doesn't, like, when I got it, I didn't go, oh my goodness, look at that shine. I did read some complaints on some of the reviews that I read saying that they didn't like it because they thought it had too much shine. I don't understand why somebody would say that. I definitely don't think it's shiny to the point that it looks wiggy. And I find if you wear a wig a couple of times, everything that you dislike about them seems to kind of settle down. And that happens with the shininess also. You can put some dry shampoo in it, and that will help with the shininess as well. But I don't think it has a really bad shine at all. It's not something that immediately stood out to me. And, you know, when I looked at her in the mirror and holding her up, you're just like, yeah, maybe it's a little bit of a shine, but it's definitely nothing major. So, all right, let's talk about the cap next. This is Noriko's standard basic cap. It does not have a lace front. It has kind of like a rose lace covering here at the top. There might be a little permatease right in here. I don't feel a lot. There is quite a bit kind of here at the crown area, but they do that on purpose. They're trying to get it to have some poof there. When I look at the sides, and I'll show you up close, you know, I see a little bit of permatease, like maybe right in here you see some of that crinkled hair, but I don't see a lot at the bottom. And I certainly don't feel like it feels really dense, like it has a lot of permatease on the side. So it has a standard nape. It is not an extended nape, and it has bra strap like adjusters that you can adjust her up to a half inch. And the ear tabs are not huge, but they do come all the way down to my ears right here, and they're kind of covered with that same lace that covers the top of it. The wefting, it is an open cap, open wefting, so that it's cooler when you're wearing it. So, the cap for the most part is comfortable. I did just shave my head again, and I have found, like, I wore Haley last week and didn't feel like Haley's cap was uncomfortable at all, and it was the same cap. It does feel, I don't know exactly the word to say. I do feel like, because I just shaved my head and it's pretty slick, look, I even cut my ear. But it doesn't feel quite as comfortable today, but I think, again, that's because I'm completely bald right now. So I don't grow hair really well right here. This is where I have my problem. I let my hair grow out about that long because it kind of serves like as a cap, protect my head a little bit for when I do have, say, a cap like this that is especially snug. So I do think the cap is comfortable. I like it because it's snug, but I do think if you have a bald head that you're probably going to want to wear a cap or something with her. Okay, so I am able to get my glasses in with Jackson, no problem. Now, again, the ear tabs do come all the way down to my ears, so I do have to slip the arms underneath the ear tabs, but it's not a problem. Now, look how cute this is. A cute styling option that I can do. Isn't Jackson adorable with the hairband? So I think I need a wider headband, but I think if I played with her some more and had a wider hairband, that it would look super cute. I like that a lot. Oh, you guys know I get excited when it's a wig that I can style. So I think you could also comb her out real quick. Take a bobby pin, maybe twist these sides some. And pin her up, like the bangs up like this. I also think that would look super cute too, and of course I would have to do it a little bit better than that, but the bangs can be pinned back. You do have to be a little bit careful with pinning those bangs back, since it does not have a lace front and not the most natural hairline, kind of has a blunt stop. But there are definitely some styling options with Jackson, and there's some styling that I can do, and I'm not a great at styling a wig, so that made me super excited when I saw that. Thank you so much for watching this wig review. This wig review was brought to you by Lori Powell with Lori's Lemonade Stand, a wig boutique. Lori's Wig Boutique is located at 13980 Guidera Drive in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Lori's website address is loris-lemonade-stand.com, and Lori's phone number is 909-803-0310. You can also email Lori at loris-lemonade-stand.com. Have a great day.